For things I have it recording, and it is so cold outside, and I don't know why, but I do. Sean, where'd you go? Oh, you look so chilly over there.
It's my breath.
Are you okay? How did you get over to London town to freeze? Or did
That's
you?
Not London. That's Austin.
Well, in the wide world of sports, what the
fuck?
I mean, I didn't see it, but I believe you.
All right, guys, welcome to another episode of I Didn't See It, But I Believe You. I am Doug.
I'm Ross. I'm Joel.
And welcome to episode 85.
Of I Didn't See It, But I Believe You. I don't know if you said that or not.
I don't know if I did or not either. And man, this one is going to probably be a doozy.
Yeah.
Typically, Joel and I do our episodes on Tuesdays, get them out to the couple of y'all that listen to us. But we had kind of a wild week.
It's been an adventure. It's been, you know what's weird? Did you? Oh, you've got your shit hooked up differently today, huh? Because you look so much better today.
No, I got that webcam.
That's right. It's interesting because it looks like you've got the cool filter on.
Yeah.
You know, as opposed to the warm one, you have a nice blue hue to the whole thing.
Oh,
and
I think you're gonna say something mean, like, like cool, because you're not.
No. I mean, it looks like you've got that cool filter, like the cool tones.
Hey, yeah, you got that cool filter too. Like, you look cool,
do
man.
You want to be cool like me? I mean,
cool.
I am cool.
Cool, man.
Okay,
so wait, you look kind of chilly over there.
Okay, so
do your breath again.
Oh.
He disappeared.
Oh, it's so cold.
All right. Again, before we get rocking and rolling.
Cheers.
Bow. Man, what a wild one. All right, so
okay,
dive right in.
Okay, let's start with Valentine's Day. Or we'll start with last week leading up to Valentine's Day. So, you actually. So, all right. Full disclosure: we recorded like a good 45 seconds of this, and then realized we weren't recording it. So, Doug had just said that he had looked on his weather app, and he noticed that it was going to be 5 degrees one night this week, and he was like,
"Oh yeah."
Yeah, he's like, "Huh, that's weird." And I too, last week was dicking around on the Weather Channel app, and because I'm still trying to figure out the weather here in the Dallas area. Like, I figured it'd be comparable to Austin, but I wasn't too sure what to expect. And I was actually kind of preparing for it to be colder here. And so then I looked, and I actually had my Weather Channel fucked up. It was set to Celsius. So I saw that it was going to be -16. And I freaked the fuck out.
Oh, God.
And I called my mom, and I was like, is this... like, can we survive this in Texas? And she's like, it's not going to be -16. Turn it off Celsius. So I turned it off Celsius, and it was like 8. Yeah, I was like, that's not fucking better.
So our 32 in Celsius is 0. That gives you any idea.
Yeah. So I was pretty excited about it, actually. I don't want to fucking do any revisionist history here. I was excited about it because I was like, dude, we've got to see snow once this year, and we got to see it in Austin. Now we're probably going to get to see it in Dallas. That's so cool. And I didn't even really consider that y'all would be getting it too, or that, and damn sure didn't consider that Cuero and Victoria would be getting it.
Dude, well, I got to be quite, I show my naivete, if you will. I knew it was going to be rough, and I was concerned about going to work and all the people and all my fellow employees like getting hurt at work, slipping and falling, or just thinking that there's nobody's going to come and eat at our restaurant that I work at.
Right.
You know, right. And then I'm like, and then when it got to, and I went to go visit my girlfriend or whatever, and laying low.
What day was that? Was that Valentine's or the day before?
I got off Saturday. I got off Saturday. Excuse me. afternoon, and I went straight down there. And I remember I always do laundry when I go to her house because she has an awesome washing machine. And then and I remember like we're like kind of just like I'm like, yeah, we'll see what Monday brings. Maybe I'm like if I'm gonna be with you all day Sunday for Valentine's Day, and then I'll leave Monday morning. But we'll see. We'll see. We're kind of playing by ear what we're doing at work, or whatever, because it's gonna be 8 degrees. But this is how naive I am and how Texan I am in the sense of like where I grew up. I had no, what's the word? I'm like, I was just nervous about being out in the cold. I had no regard for, of course, drip your pipes and stuff like that. But the idea of our infrastructure not being able to handle that, you know what I mean?
Right. So for those who are listening,
not just enough.
Yeah. So for those who are listening who are not in America or who don't like follow the American news and don't live in Texas, basically what has happened is Texas has a privatized electric grid and power. Like in gas too, right? Or is that privatized as well?
I mean, I guess because I don't know. I honestly don't know.
So there are three or four main grids that the entire United States uses. Texas is deregulated, and we have a privatized grid.
And everybody's on a federal one, right?
Yes. We have a privatized grid with a company called ERCOT. And basically, in the winter months in Texas, ERCOT sells off our excess energy to the other states because we usually don't need it. They had already sold off all of our winter electricity when this insane once-in-a-lifetime storm showed up. And when they tried to buy back the electricity for us, the rates for it were at $10,000 a kilowatt.
Dude, and you, which is insane.
$20 a kilowatt.
$20 a kilowatt, Joel just said. But also, what's even crazier is, you just said it. Jesus Christ. Damn it. I'm sorry. I lost.
Fine. No, you're fine. But
you
basically,
said something valid. All that was valid. But you said something that was, whatever. It'll come back to me. Go ahead, Joel.
Okay, so basically, ERCOT usually pays about $20 to $30 a kilowatt. Most people in the state are on a fixed plan where they have fixed rates, and they're usually paying somewhere between 9 and 12 cents. Okay. Yeah. So you're already getting a massive discount from what ERCOT's paying, but ERCOT wasn't able to buy back those kilowatts of electricity because if they did, and then they gave them back to the customer, they would essentially be giving the customer a 99.4% discount because the customer's got that fixed rate of 15 cents and ERCOT just paid $10,000. And that's, the disconnect there was wild and they couldn't make it happen.
God forbid they had to swallow their fucking
I know.
Fucking this all up.
I agree. I couldn't agree more. But so what happened was they were told that they had to shut down everything that wasn't essential. So anyone who wasn't connected to a hospital or to a fire department or to a grocery store, actually I saw grocery stores losing power too. So I don't even know if that's true. But it was bad.
So just to put this on a hyperloop, but or just to keep it going. So we had an energy crisis. Power was lost. We are getting power back, but something that has been really exposed, especially through mainstream media, which is I think they're doing a good job letting people know how fucked we are down here. Yeah. But something that's happening now that's coming to everybody's forefront, especially now that things are starting to thaw a little bit, extreme water damage. And now we are in a full-blown water crisis.
Yeah, and it's this is, and we'll just keep going back and forth like this because I know we both probably digested so much information that we never had before this week. I've never thought about the electrical grid or anything or infrastructure before this week, really.
No, and it's been so long since we've talked about stuff like this, but it's so weird. I mean, but honestly, we always take a break or whatever, and then we go back to touch this, but this is happening right now.
Yeah, this is right now.
Yeah, this is crazy. And the only reason that we're doing this is because the power, I texted my property manager. I'm like, hey, I'm stranded out of town. We're doing and it was pretty brutal down there. Granted, it warmed up down there before it has here. I drove into town today, covered in snow, real sketchy getting into town. My property manager's like, all right, power's back on, water's back on. I came in, I'm like, thankfully, there's no leaks, no water. I live on the first floor, so no leaks, no water damage as of yet. I mean, My power's back on. I have cold water. And I'm just trying to use it sparingly because there's millions of us or a million of us in this town.
You need to be boiling it, right?
What?
Austin has bro. I was like, are you fucking kidding me?
I know that. And that's another thing. It's like millions of people boiling water but I don't know.
Boiling it with what? They didn't even have fucking power when they first put out the boil water notice.
Oh, and then also a lot of people, they lost their internet connection. They had nothing. So they don't even know what's going on.
Oh, I know.
Their neighbor tells them or something. All my friends a few of them lost almost everything when it came to resources. And then I come back, dude, I have a friend that right now I'm like, yo, I am so sorry. Like she lives on the second floor, apparently. First floor roof caved in, draining all into hers. Her floor is probably going to cave in and ruin. Like, so not only do they have a leak that a plumber just can't come and fix, they have nowhere to live, and not just for over the weekend because it's still cold, but we're talking about for the foreseeable future. Right.
So don't forget also that much like when a hurricane comes through, and look, we get slammed by hurricanes here, but we're fucking built. Our infrastructure has shit in place more or less to deal with hurricanes. Yeah, although
ready for hurricanes, sure, and highway systems are built for them, and escape routes are established.
I don't want to diminish though that there are a couple of cities here that don't have the best infrastructure for hurricanes that do get fucked by them, like Houston. I mean, dude, Harvey almost decimated Houston, and so we do get fucked by hurricanes, but we're a little more competent to deal with those. One thing to keep in mind though that I was listening to is State Farm, the insurance company, last year they did I believe 3,000 or 2,700 broken or busted water pipe claims for the entire United States for all of 2020. Out of those 2,700 claims, only 70, I believe, only 70 of them came from Texas. Already in this week, they've done 3,100 claims for busted pipes, all in Texas. So insurance claims are about to get backed up so far that even if you are able to get through to an agent and make your claim, you're looking at a long time before plumbers can get to you, or before, dude, there's people who have been calling for busted pipes in Austin since Valentine's Day, basically, or, around there, like the 15th.
So anybody else that's not keeping up with this in mainstream media, just keep them like, dude, we're not talking about, a certain part of Texas. We're talking about the entire state of Texas and Oklahoma. And so we're talking about
Louisiana,
multiple million people.
Yeah.
Not just a million, like 13 million people.
At one point, there was 5 million people in Texas without power.
That's crazy. Imagine being in a town that has lost their power in a winter storm. How pissed off people would be. You know what I mean? It's I don't know. I never dealt with the brownout. I've never had to deal with anything like this. So I don't know.
I don't know if you've read this article yet. I think in the next couple of days it's going to spread like wildfire probably. Mm-hmm. But last night around 10, KXAN, which is, for those who don't know, the Austin local Austin news channel. Great. I actually really like KXAN. That was like one of my favorite things to watch when I lived there. But they put out a really good article last night where they interviewed one of the top people at ERCOT, and he basically said, look, I did see that. They said, we know this was really bad, but we came within seconds of Texas being in a complete blackout for months.
That was the head of ERCOT, that white dude that looks like a freaking...
months.
Yeah.
Months, Doug. That would have led to an absolute civil uprising here. We would have been in a fucking Mad Max. We would have been in Mad Max territory, bro.
Oh, yeah.
I can't even imagine. And you sit there and you think, this is America. That shit can't happen. But then they're saying in that article, no, if that had happened, we wouldn't be talking to you right now. This would be happening, period. You'd be in a blackout for months.
Dude, so down there, we lived on a grid that was next to it was next to a jail and a hospital. So we did have power, which we're very fortunate, but no water.
Right.
No water. We found one spot We went to go check on a friend's house, and this place happened to have water, like full pressure. So we filled up tank or jugs and stuff like that. It's like, but it felt so dystopian. It felt so apocalyptic. It's like we have this precious resource, and at that moment, we had no idea how long we're going to have to, consider that, like how important it was that we have this source, and it's like you can't tell a tremendous amount of people because it's private property, it's somebody's home, you know what I mean? And we're grateful to be allowed to go in there just to get that resource or whatever, you know what I mean? Stuff like that. It's like it could turn into, you're saying civil uprising, it could turn into brutality against your neighbor.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. So I actually want to touch on that just very briefly. I was actually pretty worried about that from the beginning, is that people were just, with the pandemic and all the shit that already happened in the past year, and just that feeling of fucking pent up anger at people in power already. I honestly was worried about that from the jump when shit started going south in Austin. But the thing is, shit went so south in Austin, you couldn't really get out to uprise if you wanted to for the first couple of days. But I was really surprised that I didn't see anything but people helping each other, which is great. But last night, I started seeing a couple of people posting, like, hearing gunshots and all this. And I was like, God damn it, they got to pull it together for y'all quick.
A matter of time, buddy. Matter of time.
And it's crazy to think all this started with that fucking insane pileup in Fort Worth on Monday.
Yep.
Dude, and I've fucking.
Were you, or
I'm not laughing about what I'm talking about. I just noticed your background. I don't know when you changed it to that.
What is it?
It's Doofy, isn't it? No, that's not. Is that oh, okay, yeah, that's the main.
Immortan Joe.
I don't know why I thought
I'm trying to disappear. I can't do it.
No, you disappeared. You're gone.
He is my new favorite bad guy of all time. I love him so much.
Caroline's favorite movie character of all time is the Doof Warrior, the guy with the guitar.
Oh yeah, well, I mean that's pretty cliche, and I mean that's.
I'll let her know you said that.
Please do.
What's the timestamp?
She's like, oh, I got millions of views, huh?
Oh god, 17:30. I'll let her know. But yeah, so that fucking, so on Monday, I believe, Monday morning at like 6 a.m., before anyone really realized how bad shit was, there was black ice all over the highways in Fort Worth and Dallas. And I'm sure in Austin as well, because there was a pileup in Austin that morning as well.
Black guys?
Black ice?
Oh, ice. I'm sorry.
But there was a 100-car pileup on Monday, and then a 26-car pileup in Austin on Monday. And they were terrible, but I remember being like, damn, I can't believe it's that bad out there. And then my mom being like, hey, be careful out there. And then I went and ran errands on Monday anyway.
Dude, a freaking 18-wheeler went airborne.
Bro, that video is terrible.
Cars, dude.
That shit's terrible. You see an FJ, one of those little box cars, or those little cube-looking SUVs.
Toyota FJ or FJ Cruiser or whatever.
Yeah, and then in front of it is a white pickup truck, and then a semi slams, and then you literally don't even see the FJ anymore. You just see the semi hit the pickup truck. Like, bro, at first I was focused on the pickup truck flying, and then I realized, a car disappears in between those two cars. Terrible, man.
Dude, there was a freaking really bad accident in Lockhart on the way up here. And it's a beautiful sunny day, but it's
beautiful outside.
Those roads are treacherous right now. And people are like, and like there's this thing going on, and I understand anybody that doesn't live in Texas or in this whole entire place where there's a lot of tragedy happening, thinking that this is like
ironic or funny, and
or they're scratching their heads like, how could they not be ready for this? But you gotta understand, we don't deal with infrastructure for this. We don't do anything below 20 degrees.
Also, I don't think people understand that even places that deal with cold like this all the time, you do not deal with being in your house for 3 days with a negative 10 degrees in your house. You don't deal with that. Nobody in this country should be dealing with that. And I would call out anyone who says they do deal with that or they could deal with that. It was never about 6 inches of snow. It's about 6 inches of snow shut down the fucking state.
Dude, I heard through the grapevine, and I also heard I heard from a pretty good source through the grapevine off the record that the hospitals in our area are in pretty bad shape, like overwhelmed, as in this is like way worse than the COVID pandemic when it first hit, like hands down, because it's like Mother Nature taking her toll, and like
and don't forget the pandemic's still happening.
Oh yeah,
Everybody, you have 1,000 people in the Lamar Warming Center.
Yeah, for sure.
Fuck.
And then, dude, and then on top of all that, it's like, dude, these hospitals have no water. The freaking children's hospital in Houston
didn't have any.
No water. These kids have no water, and so it's like, holy shit! Like they don't even have it in how to have a backup system for these freaking hospitals. It's just really, it's devastating. It's heartbreaking, and it's really hard not to get. I mean, it's been emotional for all of us, and it's going to probably be really emotional and like down the road when we really see the full fallout. But it's
wild.
insane.
It's wild, and
but it goes so much deeper than that, and it's crazy how in these past years, especially with everything that's happening in our that's like, well, it's in the worldview with all the politics and stuff, but it's crazy how much is being exposed within like the past 3 years, especially. But like when we're talking about ERCOT and stuff like that, it's like, wait a minute, what? Even, and it's like, it finally feels like the people, us and our constituents, we're finally getting a voice, you know what I mean? Or finally being heard. And it's like, but at the same time, it's like we need an actual catastrophe to be like, we're not asking for much. We're just asking for fucking power and water, dude. And a lot of these people are like, our poverty line, dude, have nothing.
Yeah. Well, I think also just in the past year, so let's say from like when the lockdown first started until now, if you weren't paying attention, you're probably paying attention now.
Oh yeah.
And if you didn't understand what was happening before, you're starting to get an idea of it now. Yeah. Look, and honestly, as much as like I fucking, as partisan as I can be, the most bipartisan thing in the world is getting fucked by the government. Yeah. And we're all getting fucked by the government. The problem is that I don't think people, including myself or you, or even a lot of people that consider themselves really well versed on this shit, truly understand who's in charge of what, who has the ability to pull the strings where, and who can actually make change happen. Because we've never been taught what the real fucking deal is. You kind of have, I mean, we have been taught, but a lot of people don't take the time to figure out like who represents me here, who can enact change for me in this way there. It's like a lot of people just go, government bad, but they don't actually take the time to learn what systems are in place that aren't working or who's in charge of those systems. Those people are learning now. We're taking the time to learn now. And I think anyone in power who doesn't have the people's best interest at heart should be very worried about what's happening right now, because I think people are fucking sick of it. I'm fucking sick of it. And this is fucking Texas, dude. All that Texas pride and all that Texas ego, all that fucking rah us. And don't fucking get it twisted. 2 days before Valentine's Day, Texas Republicans put forth a bill that would allow us to vote on secession. Yeah, that's a fantastic fucking idea. We can clearly hold it together on our own. What? Like, everything is very visibly fucking broken, and people who don't fucking get pissed off at this, they either just don't care or they're fucking willfully ignorant. There's no saying, oh, I didn't understand. I didn't realize it was this bad anymore. Also, bro, the climate is fucking changing. Like, for real. Look at this motherfucker, Tommy Bahama ass.
So I don't know if I hear this controversy going on. Joel, that was a wonderful point, and I want to thank you for that.
I want to thank you for that. This motherfucker. So
homeboy joined the party from the Bahamas. So behind me, for those that are just listening, we have a nice picture of Ted Cruz with some braids in his hair, because this homie decided that he was like, you know what? There's not much I can do as a Texas senator. Or wait, he's like a full-blown senator, right? That represents Texas, right? Yeah. And so it's like, well, I mean, they're state senators and then the other ones.
wait, hold on, because I don't want to be wrong about that after all that fucking harping on people not knowing.
I think he's like a congressional senator. Is that a thing? Am I making all this up? Am I just showing how much I don't know?
United States senator.
Yeah. So, So, anyways,
we knew that. Fuck, we knew that.
no, well, there's all kinds of there's two types of senators. But anyway, so Ted Cruz is pretty much when all this is happening, and he praises his how much of a Texan he is. He's like claims to be born, bred, and here for the people and all the people of Texas.
Born and bred, he's Canadian.
His dad is.
Fuck him.
His dad is, and I think his mom's Cuban.
Oh, but his dad, the guy who killed JFK? Or what? Is it his ugly
Joel.
or his ugly wife? Which one? Which person he didn't stick up for?
So I mean, I get where Joel's coming from, but we got to have some taste. A
lot of people are saying it.
I know. But so anyways, this doofus decided to jump on a goddamn plane and go down to Cancun while the freaking world is falling apart. Not only the world, his
world.
His
fucking world.
And just gets on
specifically his world.
And has the audacity to blame it on his daughters. And that is not a falsified claim. He has a microphone to his face talking about his daughters, and his statements are about him trying to be a good dad, and the daughters didn't have school for a week and they wanted to take a trip, and being a good dad, I just obliged because that's what good dads do. So what did he do? Put him on a plane with him and went to Cancun.
See what leaked last night?
Oh, his actual text?
His group text with old Heidi saying, "Hey, we're so cold. Let's go take a trip to Cancun. I got us a flight. This is the flight we can get out on. Fuck him. Fuck his lion family. And honestly, if they can't get away from him, fuck them kids." Kid is no. Hold up. That kid is a teen.
13.
Exactly. That kid is a fucking teenager. And his excuse was, my kid said, I want to go on vacation. Let's fucking go.
Joel,
first off,
talking about a teenager.
I'm not talking shit about a teenager.
Resent a teenager to go to Cancun when it's cold outside.
That's not what I'm saying. My point is that he tried to say that his kid was like, I want to take a vacation. That's disingenuous. His kid is a teenager. His kid would not go, Dad, I want to go to Cancun. Let's fucking go. That's not what happened.
No, not at all.
That's my point.
And that poor kid's got to deal with a tremendous amount of resentment from people too. Like, imagine her going to school next, and when it's all done, and people be like, "Oh, look who it is! Freaking Tommy Bahama joining us back at in physics or whatever they take in high school." I don't even know what high school does anymore.
A fucking joke, dude. I put something on my Instagram the other day because it's like my favorite tweet by him ever. It's him standing in front of a cow made of butter. And his tweet says, "Wow,
butter."
His tweet says, "Wow, a cow made of butter." Well, my daughters would love that. Caroline's first words were, "I like butter." What?
My question is, do you think? Well, I don't know how much longer in his term there is, but at the same time, do you think the people will reelect him, or do you think this is enough for him to really consider just being like, you know what, I need to hang the hat. I don't want to do this.
Hang the hat? You fucking kidding me? He's not going to hang the hat. He would love to be the next Donald Trump, dude. And in fact, he's trying ultra hard to be the fucking more accessible Donald Trump right now.
Yeah. Do you think he deserves to have people picketing outside of his house?
Yeah. Do I think he deserves it? Yeah, I think he deserves it.
Hey, Rocky. What's up, dude? What's up, pup?
Oh, hi, mister.
Joel's dog is walking to the room.
No, he's been here the time the door's closed. I didn't even know he was in here.
Do you really think that, though? I mean, think that he deserves to have people picketing at his house?
I think that a elected official who's supposed to represent the people deserves to have the people that he's supposed to be representing and failed picketing outside of his house with an address that's publicly available? Yeah, I think he deserves it.
Well, would you do it if you knew he wasn't there?
Yeah. Fuck that house. Fuck that house.
And they put these protesters and stuff. I mean, yeah, more power to them, whatever. Go for it. You guys are out. But when they go on air, they're like, I get it. I can't pour out a straight sentence to save me. They're like,
you just fuck that sentence up.
I know, exactly. And they're like, yeah, he's a bad man. It's like, dude, we need to get Joel over there to really tell him how it is.
All I would say was, yeah, he deserves it. Hell yeah.
You know what he did? Hey, he's down in the Bahamas.
Bro.
All right, Cancun. Where is the Cancun?
Mexico. The craziest shit to me is that, like, look, I know I'm being super partisan when I say shit like this, and I know the left is just as guilty of doing stuff like this and putting their fucking foot in their mouth, but the right loves to set themselves up for fucking future failures through their Twitter.
Yeah.
You can go back in Ted Cruz's Twitter and find 100 tweets talking shit about what he's doing right now. And, it's bonkers to me. There was an entire subreddit called Trump Criticizes Trump, where they would look at it. He would tweet something now talking shit about somebody, and you could pull up a tweet from last year where he was doing the same shit. You know what I mean? Or like vice versa. And it's so bonkers to me. It's I don't know where it came from, but I've seen a lot of people say that GOP stands for gaslight, obstruct, project. And it's like pretty close. That's pretty fucking close to how it goes these days. They tell you, no, that's not happening. Then they say those people are doing it.
So like, did you lose power or water or anything?
So no, straight. Okay. So the weirdest shit was, the first night I heard rain, and I knew it was like 12 degrees outside, but I was like, that's just rain. And then I heard our windows like crackling, and I was like, oh shit, that's ice. Then I woke up in the morning and it was like goddamn white Christmas out there. Like literally like a good foot of snow, it felt like. Wait, hold on, say something.
What's up, dude?
My bad. You moved your mouth, but no sound came out that time. Stop. But yeah, so I went outside and I was like, holy shit, there's snow everywhere. So I realized right then that we were probably fucked, but I was dripping everything. I had literally everything dripping. We were conserving energy and all that shit. But then we got an email saying they were about to cut the electricity and the water. And so I was like, shit, I guess that's going down. Then we fell asleep and woke up and our electricity and water had never been cut off. And I looked and apparently our whole town lost electricity and water, but our apartment complex didn't lose a goddamn thing.
Except for Joel.
And then we got an email.
Except for you. That's awesome.
Then we got an email saying our apartment building, not our complex, but my specific apartment building, that our water was getting cut off. Yeah. And I fucking know my water's on. And it just never turned off. And so I somehow made it out 100% unscathed. Caroline's family, not a single one of them has power or water for days. We've never even lost electricity for a minute.
Bro, you know the scene in freaking Cool Runnings where he's like, when they walk out of the airport in Canada and it's like freezing?
Yeah.
That's what it felt to me. That's what it felt like down here, dude. It was insane how cold it was. Dude, I cannot describe. I don't know if y'all have ever, I mean, you know me, I'm a little weird, you know, when I go to beaches I've never been to before, I eat the sand, or, you know, I do like weird things and stuff, but like, you know, it's like, I'm never going to experience, hopefully never experience 8-degree temperature ever again in my life, unwillingly, that is. So I just went outside in my underwear, and I'll tell you, that shit was crazy, dude. I was like, I went out the door and I was like, oh, this is fine. I'm like, oh, and dude, like ripped the oxygen out of my fucking lungs, dude. And I seriously was like, felt like I was gonna be like in the new fucking Mortal Kombat trailer getting frozen, dude. Like walking back in. I mean, it's not funny because people are literally dying right now.
Yeah,
but
no.
I mean, that's
weird that we both thought that at the same time. I was about to say, hey, just to be clear, that's not funny.
I do want to get into that. But the MK trailer. But
No, I wasn't talking about the trailer. I was also thinking that same thing, that to be clear, like we're not making light of this. We're fucking going through it. I mean, I obviously was going through it less than a lot of people.
Dude, like and our water went to a trickle, and we, like I said, we got another family joined us or whatever because they needed it. They had no power. They were freezing, dude. It was like 30 degrees in their house, and it was only getting lower. We're like, y'all have to come over here. And they're like emptied their fridges and they brought everything else. So we had plenty of food. So we didn't have to worry about food necessarily. And also HEB, or I don't care whatever happens, like politically or whatever you feel, but HEB is a special fucking company, dude.
Oh yeah, dude.
They hold it down for us so hard. And that meme of Kobe holding the championship, just like defeated, like, and he almost looks defeated, like he's just worn out. And it's like, and it just says HEB for the win again. You know what I mean? It's like, dude, they come through so clutch.
Yeah, they really do, dude. I know you saw this, and I'm sure it's probably fucking viral by now. But so 2 days ago at the South Lamar store, or no, at the fuck, I can't remember which one. One of the yeah,
one had that report about the line wrapping around twice or whatever.
No, dude. Everyone so in the peak of they opened like 2 or 3 days ago. I think it was 2 days ago. Yeah, it has to be. And while everyone was in there shopping, they lost power.
Oh yeah,
there was
like whatever, unless there was booze and something else.
Just booze. If you didn't have booze, they just asked to put the booze back. They let everyone leave the store with full carts of food. Bro, yeah. Crazy. They come in clutch every single fucking time.
Yeah, dude. It's like making me like tear up.
The crazy shit. Okay, so I got stupid lucky this week. Not only did we lose power and all that, or not only did we not lose power, water, any of that shit, I went grocery shopping on Monday. I had no clue that shit was going to go south like that, bro. I went grocery shopping on Monday. We had everything we needed, dude. It was just, what a fuck, dude. Like,
good luck. Yeah, that's a stroke of good luck.
Yeah, 100%. It's just the weirdest fucking thing, dude. Like, what the fuck, man? January 10th, we got snow in Austin. And I was like, man, I can't believe we got snow in Austin. February 14th, we got a fucking blizzard in Texas. 2 days ago, it was colder in Texas than it was in Antarctica. I mean, Alaska. Definitely not Antarctica. Antarctica was colder. I don't want to offend the people of Antarctica who are like, motherfucker, it's -60 over here. Alaska, though, it was colder in Texas than it was in Alaska.
Yeah. No, it's absolutely insane. And then
how did Rex feel about it?
He's fine. He stayed with my parents and he's chilling. Like their parents
likes it.
Yeah, he loves it. And he didn't lose any. He's talking about my dog. And also they didn't lose power, so they had heat. So he's comfy. But dude, I walking by my the pawn shop next to my apartment complex. You want to grab a 6-pack of beer or whatever? Dude, I was like, I might as well just grab some ramen noodles or whatever, because, dude, my power's back on, but it is freezing in here. I think it's just got to 50 degrees in my apartment. It is 43 degrees now in Austin, but it's dropping to 23 again tonight. So we'll be below freezing again tonight. Tomorrow, it's supposed to be like getting back to some kind of normalcy, like low of 43 tomorrow. But anyways, I'm actually leaving town this weekend, and somebody that's in need, one of her apartment just like pretty much collapsed in on itself. I'm letting her stay here while I'm gone. But other than that, so I'll have somebody here. But I have some things to take care of. What am I talking about?
Where are you going?
I don't know. Wait, what?
I mean, where are you where are you going to? You don't have to tell us what you're doing, but where are you going?
No, my birthday's tomorrow, and so like I'm going back down to just be with Amanda and stuff like that. The roads are clear, so I can get out.
Happy birthday,
thank
Mr. You. President.
Okay, thank you. So anyways, I forgot where I was going with all this. Oh, so you want to know how stupid I fucking am with all this? I come walking in. I'm like, well, power's on, water's off. Better figure this out. So what do? I take some of my ice chest. We got little styrofoam ice chest. Only reason you should be using styrofoam is to put booze in it. And so huge flow of just like 80-year-old man from the heavens, prostate problems, water melt coming off the roof. So I put these ice chests in there. I'm filling up all my pots and pans. And nobody walked by or anything, but I was so excited to offer the water that I was collecting to my neighbors, like that hero moment. But
hell yeah!
And then I'm doing that, and I'm sending it to you and stuff. I'm like, oh, dude, look, like I don't have nothing to worry about. Then Joel's like, yeah, it's gonna take a long time. Yeah, all right. And it did fill up quickly, and I'm like splashing water all around, look like a damn buffoon. And then, anyways, and I walked back out, and I looked to the left. I'm like, oh. I have a fucking pool, like with thousands of gallons of water in it, like straight up next to my apartment.
But wait, actually, can you do that though because of the chlorine?
I wouldn't see why not. To put in your toilet bowl to poop.
Oh, yeah.
And then, but anyways, then I come in, and strangely, my cold water was turned on. But I mean, cold water and hot water should be the same thing. Because one goes to the water heater. That's probably what it is. My water heater is probably
your water heater's just got cold, bro. You gotta. It's either empty or it has no hot water yet. You gotta give it. It's gonna take the whole time.
But I have cold water, so like at least I have something to boil and stuff.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. You're not having hot water. You just don't have hot water yet.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like it's not two separate things.
Yeah, no, for sure. And I'm sorry if this is really if this is like bouncing off
people.
This
people need to know.
This is crazy. Like I mean, we're always bouncing off the wall in like our conversations everywhere, but this is unprecedented times.
Yeah, it is. I just, dude, like, I just want everyone who is going through it to get out of it. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want, I'm tired of seeing people that I really care about being like, well, it's 60 hours with no power. It's fucking -5 in my house. Like, no, I'm cool on all that shit. Now I want everybody to just be okay.
My upstairs neighbor I always had problems with, and I'm actually moving because of her. But like, I was concerned about her while I was gone.
I was actually thinking the same fucking thing. But although it's
okay,
I have to admit, I was more worried about your apartment while you weren't there.
I know, but like the dragging and stuff, I've just heard it. If y'all heard it on the mic, I mean, she's good. She's good. Right. So I don't know if you're better, but all right, go ahead.
No. I just wanted to
your background, by the way.
Hey, thank you. And so I wanted to say, okay, so let's talk about that trailer. Mortal Kombat coming out April 16th, HBO Max in theaters. We finally got to see the trailer. Doug, what did you think?
Okay, so when it comes to that, we watched the fake trailer, right?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like there was a lot of that fake trailer that are actually in this trailer.
There's nothing.
Really?
Yeah, I did. Once you sent me that, I went back and there's not a single dude. Those are shots from other things.
Okay, so I actually think it's going to be pretty damn fun. And fun is the perfect word for it.
Keyword, bro. It's going to be fun.
It's going to be fun. It's going to be cheesy and fun and freaking gory. But I think it's going to be the right kind of gore that I can, because when Jax's arms blow up, spoiler alert, watch the trailer. It's on HBO Max, YouTube, whatever. It takes a little bit over 2 minutes to watch, right?
Yep.
So, but I'm on board. I mean, I liked it. I liked it a lot.
I also liked it a lot. I fucking can't stand the plot. Cole Young with his fucking birthmark. Fuck off.
If you're born with a birthmark, you got to fight to the death. Yeah.
Also, I sent you this in a text last night, but there's a line of dialogue in the trailer where she goes, "This is just like your birthmark." And someone goes, "What does that mean?" And she goes, "He was born with it." What the fuck? Anyway, so
Jolie's saying it's just like your birthmark. What does that mean? You're born with it. Like you're born with your birthmark, and you're born with the fire with the side to become a warrior. It
comes across as what's a birthmark, and he was born with it. I fucking am really excited to see the fatalities, dude. Just the shot of Subzero grabbing Scorpion's blood and stabbing him with it.
That was
Frozen.
I watched it again. It's not Scorpion.
Who is it?
It's just like a minion. It's just a warrior. Because I'm like, they would not show him freaking doing that to Scorpion.
Well, but that's not a fatality though. That's just a move. So I thought that could be him fighting Scorpion, and they're like really going at it, and they have their special moves and shit. Because
if they follow the actual storyline between Sub-Zero and Scorpion, those two are sworn enemies.
Yeah. Well, and they just came out.
Scorpion's family.
Yeah, they just came out with the animated movie Scorpion's Revenge, and to be honest with you, I thought that shit was hard as hell.
Where's it on?
You got fuck, I don't know where it'd be streaming. I downloaded it. No, I don't think so. I'll find it for you. I'll send you a link to it. But
Amazon Prime.
I don't know. You can rent it on any of those. Shudder! No, you can rent
Disney
it
Plus.
Disney Plus. That's the one it was on. It's on Disney. No, it's on Peacock.
What is that NBC? Okay.
I'm really excited for it. I think Crackle! It was fucking. Yeah, it's on Crackle with Joe Dirt too. This was my favorite part of the trailer, though. I'm gonna put it behind me. Hold on. This was the shot where I was like, "Oh, day one."
Oh yeah, that was dope. Who's that?
Reptile.
Yeah, and Kano rips his heart out apparently.
Yeah, so I was kind of bummed that we saw who won that fight, but
that's what I'm saying. think they're just minions. You know what I mean? I think they're just gonna have a lot of different types of fights, and they got to have some like, like they did in the original one. They like not main characters that they have to fight. You know what I mean?
Speaking of the fucking original, I'm pretty bummed we don't get to see what they would do with Johnny Cage. He's always been one of my favorite characters just because he's so fucking stupid. But he's not in the movie.
Oh,
there's no Johnny Cage in this. But I think Cole is supposed to be like a Johnny Cage. I also didn't see Cassie, which is weird because Sonya is clearly older in the trailer, and you would think Cassie would be there. But I think
Sonya. Rachel McAdams?
Oh, fuck no. There's not a single actor of that caliber in this movie. It's someone you've never heard of. I guarantee it.
Very cool.
Wasn't it Veronica Vaughn in the first one?
That Veronica Vaughn. So hot. Want to touch the hind.
But yeah, so I think it looks fucking stupid. The fatalities look great. I want to see dumb shit though. So in Annihilation,
campy.
In Annihilation, we got. I mean, that movie is atrocious, but we got an animality. I want a fucking babality or a friendship.
Yeah, sorry about
I
that.
want a fucking babality. But but I digress. We're missing Johnny Cage, and that sucks. But I was thrilled to see full CGI Goro. That is going to be so bad and so dumb, and I can't wait.
It's going to be damn fun. That's for damn sure.
Yeah.
When you got a shot? You want a shot?
Yeah, I got my.
What's on that cup, bud?
What's on it or what's in it?
Both.
Well, what's on it is my friend Ross. Oh, we were on a break.
Shit. Can you see mine? Yeah. So this is Old Overholt, guys. Just so y'all know, if y'all need a good rye whiskey for an affordable price, Old Overholt Straight Rye. I recommend the bonded bottle over this one. This one is.
Hold your hand steady for a second. You make it disappear every time it pops in front. There you go.
Old Overholt Straight Rye. This is a great rye whiskey, especially for the colder days, especially if you're getting down to the nitty gritty in the. Dude, it's fucking freezing in my apartment. I'm so grateful to be here. I couldn't get here, but still it's cold. But that rye whiskey really warms you up. Nice spice of life. And what makes a rye whiskey is that 51% rye instead of 51% corn.
How was that?
3 shots ready.
How was that drive back?
Beautiful. And then when I got to Gonzales, it really turned into like you start seeing the snow clump up. Then when you get to Lockhart, that's when it was real like snowy. You know what I mean? Snow all over the roads. What the fudge is that?
Who's that? It's my friend Ross.
It's my friend Ross. Cheers, Ross, to you, bud.
Cheers. Hold on, let me get him. We were on a break. Oh shit. Oh, I got some other shit we could talk about. So actually, and let me turn this off because I just keep fucking disappearing in it. All right, there we go. Yeah, that's fucking dope. What is that? Is that
it's the map of the Hollow Earth. We've never been able to show the people the map of the Hollow Earth. I mean, the way that the maps are laid out, we might actually just live in it. We don't even realize it. And it could be a hologram that projects the Earth upon the crust which we live under. It could. Or the crystal.
You ever see that movie, The Core, with Hilary Swank and Aaron Eckhart?
No, it sounds wonderful though.
It's like the last true Hollywood disaster movie that just was so fun and terrible. Hilary Swank and Aaron Eckhart find out that.
So you're saying Hillary because right here,
Hilar
is Hilar, and I know
remember all this stuff.
Huh?
We got deep into that shit that one time.
Yeah, I mean,
that was like our first episode.
We can still keep going on that, baby.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, that looks good. It looks good. For the rest of the show, we should have it where they can see our awesome houses. And also, I want to see your breath.
I love how we talk about, I don't know, whatever. Huh?
Man, my stash looks good in this video. Anyway,
so what's it called? The core?
Oh yeah, the core. So I can't remember why they need to do it, but they find out that the Earth is going to end if they don't drill into the core of the Earth. It's like I don't know. I think like change the temperature of the core of the Earth or some shit like that. I don't know. Fucking terrible movie. But I've just been thinking about that movie a lot because like I bet that movie pisses off flat earthers so bad. It goes against everything they believe in.
It doesn't have to though. Like it could be a flat, hollow Earth. That's what I think. That's where I'm at
Hold
now.
on. I think I hear my car alarm going off once. Oh, never mind. Wasn't mine.
Joel, joke's on y'all. Joel doesn't have a car.
Or an alarm.
Never mind. You have an alarm. So
yes.
What? So there's this weird thing on iPhones, and
the U2 album.
No. Like the shortcut app, and you can set up shortcuts through your phone. And apparently, there's a way every time you plug in your charger, you can make Siri say something.
Okay.
And I'm trying to figure it out, and I can't figure it out. But I just want Siri to go, "Thank you, thank you so much. May I have some more?" Like something stupid like that. I just can't
get that. There's an old porno. Did you just roll your eyes at me?
No.
There's an old porno called MILF Hunter. It was like a porn series called MILF Hunter, and there was this porn star named Cherokee. You should get when there was a point in her video, dude. This shit was viral when I was in junior high. There's a part of her video where she goes, "Aye, is it in yet?" And he's like, "Yeah," he's balls deep, but she's like, "Is it in yet?" You should make that be what she says. You plug it in and Siri goes, "Aye, is it in yet?"
Isn't it that dude? Isn't like that porn star that looks like the dude from Super High Me, or not Super High Me, Super Size Me?
Super Hyman.
Isn't that what he looks? It's that porn star that looks like him. It's like some bro that we probably went to high school with or whatever.
I don't remember. I just remember her. I remember her name was Cherokee, and it was the MILF Hunter video.
MILF Hunter, yeah, I remember those too. It's easy like that. Never mind.
But okay. So did we talk about the Super Bowl?
No. Hey, ramble on real quick. Talk about tag our medias real quick. I had the piece so bad.
Oh yeah, for sure. So while Doug takes a pee, be sure, if you're not already, to follow us on Instagram at IDSIBIBY. But that actually might be wrong. I'm really bad at that. Let me see what the actual name is. It is I Didn't See It But on Instagram. On YouTube, it's I Didn't See It But I Believe It, because I'm a fucking moron and didn't remember the name of our own podcast. And Stitcher, Apple Music, or iTunes. Not sure what you guys call it now. And I just found out we're on Google Podcasts as well. So please, if you don't mind, go follow those for notifications, subscribe, like them, leave us a stupid comment, all that stuff. So while Doug's gone, we could talk about something that he's not going to care about, probably. During the Super Bowl, you might have noticed a ridiculous amount of commercials for a CBS show called Clarice, which is a spin-off show from the movie The Silence of the Lambs that is supposed to follow the year after The Silence of the Lambs takes place in Clarice Starling's life. I'm a big fan of The Silence of the Lambs, the book and the movie. I'm less of a big fan of Hannibal's book and movie, but I'm still a fan of that. Really big fan.
No idea Silence of the Lambs was a book.
Oh, yeah, totally. Really big fan of Red Dragon, of the movie and the book. Not a fan at all of Hannibal Rising. And did not watch the show Hannibal yet, but hear nothing but good things about it. So all that really stupid, inane information that I just gave you, I give to you to say, after being bombarded with 1,000 commercials for that Clarice show during the Super Bowl, I gave it a shot 2 nights ago, and it is just not very good. And I have so many little complaints, but I'll just give the biggest one, which I think is a valid enough complaint to just say fuck that show, even though I'm going to give it a couple more episodes. The cover of the movie Silence of the Lambs, the poster, the video art, even the book's original art is famous. It's Jodie Foster's face with the moth over her mouth, with the moth's face is a little skull. Okay? That shit is not in the movie. You don't see that moth in the movie or anything. You know what I mean? It's the cover art. It's a poster, and it's a metaphor for the title and for what she's going through in the movie. Okay, but it's not like in
moths grow into lambs.
Right. Yeah. The moths get a cocoon and then they turn into a lamb. No, but I mean, you know what I mean? In The Silence of the Lambs, it's not like she fucking walks outside and gets slapped in the face by a moth with a skull face, okay?
Yeah.
That's not part of that at all. In the show Clarice, she sees those things as like a vision. And other characters are like, "Did you see the moths?" And it's like, what the fuck? That's one of the dumbest fucking things I've ever seen a show do to try to tie itself to a movie.
I mean, that's got to do something.
Bro, it's about the main character. That's all they had to do. They don't have to have the cover art fucking flying around.
It's a CBS show?
Yeah.
You know that they're actually turning into Paramount?
No, CBS has CBS All Access. Paramount has Paramount Plus.
No, but they're about to merge. Ever since because you're the one who's like, you should keep it. You can watch Star Trek. And I have it. And it's like, guess what? We're about to turn to Paramount. It's pretty
that's cool. Maybe I don't have to pay for Paramount then. That's dope.
Dude, you say William Blake because Red Dragon. Remember when I went to Australia? Because I love William Blake. And because Red Dragon came out when I was a senior in high school.
The movie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So and I was like, ooh, that's fucking cool. And like William Blake was this like crazy ass like bisexual aristocrat. Him and his wife are freaking wild, rich and wealthy, and he painted all the time. Anyways, I went to Australia, got to see some really cool like Renaissance exhibits, and then but the exiting exhibit, which was free, so I actually went to it 3 times, was William Blake exhibit, and it was his last commission they ever did before he died. He actually died while he was doing it, and it was Paradise. It was Dante's Divine Comedy, which Paradise Lost is derived from. Or no, it's not derived from there. But Dante's Divine Comedy, which is Dante's Inferno, is derived from.
Right.
Is in there. And so, but anyways, in his whole entire commission, I showed you that book and stuff that I got, right?
Yeah.
And dude, it was like so incredible. I mean, and then the other one was his like etchings, like like Rembrandt, like etchings.
Yeah.
He was his whole entire etchings of the Book of Job, and it was fucking brutal, dude.
Yeah, I bet, man.
Yeah,
Job got put through the fucking ringer, dude.
Yeah, and I don't know if I'll ever be able to see this again, or if this isn't coming to Austin. This isn't going to freaking. I found my shades, by the way.
Yeah, we noticed.
Shut up, dummy. But like I haven't. But anyways, it was really quite impressive, and. Yeah, one of the moments I cherish. That book's at the hardwood right now.
Shit, man. We're going to make it through 2021. I know it.
Shit, man.
Man. Hey, does anybody ever tell you it sounds like you got a case of the Mondays at work? Oh, no. Shit, no, man. I'm pretty sure you could get your ass kicked for saying something like that around here.
So weird you say that because I've been in a freaking Ghetto Boys and Scarface kick. Like, crazy.
Hey, talk to my mama, so I talk to my diary.
Yeah. And tell you who done it.
That's the best fucking scene of that movie.
Dude,
still.
yeah,
that's like the opening scene.
It's like, dude, and like I always knew who Ghetto Boys were and Scarface because of being a kid growing up around my brothers and other friends and stuff, but I never listened to it. But when Office Space came out, we all like binge watched it and everything. You know who they are because of that movie.
Anyone who says that any white person our age who claims to know who the Ghetto Boys were before they saw Office Space, I call bullshit.
I only know like Bushwick Bill.
Not any white dude, but any white dude from Cuero that claimed to know who the fucking Ghetto Boys were before that movie is full of shit.
Bushwick Bill, R.I.P. And also, if you listen to Bushwick's Bill with Sway, it's really impressive. He knows not only, he's like a historian of hip hop. It's crazy. Yeah. But anyways. But so like growing up watching that in Office Space, and then you find out that they're all from Houston and Mike Judge from, Texas. He's been all over Texas, but and him and Willie D are still good friends or whatever. And like him and Joe Rogan were just Willie D and Joe Rogan were just Willie D and Mike Judge were just on Joe Rogan last month together.
Yeah.
Pretty wild. And so wild how like they have a developed relationship that still stays intact, which is awesome. But Bushwick Bill he's from Jamaica, moved to Bushwick, New York, which is in Brooklyn, and that's how he got the name. Then he moved to Houston when he was young, and that's where he joined the Ghetto Boys stuff. And if y'all haven't seen any of his stories or know about how he lost his eye, just go on YouTube and watch his interviews. He's
fascinating.
Absolutely fascinating.
Yeah.
But the thing that annoyed me, not about him, but about what we're saying, like you act like you grew up with the Ghetto Boys, but if you're a white goofy kid, you probably know about him because of freaking Office Space. But how many people that were like, you can just know, I just knew them. I knew them being like, such an honor and privilege to hang out with Bushwick Bill tonight, which is cool. More power to you. They're like, then they add on, it's like, been such a fan for so many years. Finally, I'm like, that's not cool because that is a bold-faced lie.
To be clear, we're not gatekeeping who can like the Ghetto Boys. We're saying chances are if you're from Cuero.
No, not even from Cuero. Like people that are from freaking like small town Georgia. That and you see the it's like they're over here now, which is fine. It's not that, but don't fucking lie about being a Ghetto Boys fan when you're in the fucking 6th grade, when you probably didn't even know about it till you realize Bushwick Bill is gonna be at Hotel Vegas tonight, and you had to freaking do a quick Google Wikipedia search to figure out why you are his biggest fan and why you deserve that picture with him to post on Instagram. That's it. And RP Bushwick Bill, dude.
Bet. Speaking of Mike Judge, I bought a projector.
I know you did. Dude, you made it sound like you were getting like the best projector on the market. That thing is,
yeah, dude.
Sure, you treasure it, and I know you like
check it.
Things. That thing is vintage,
bro. It's brand new. It's
ass.
Dude. I don't think you understand those shits. So they're not expensive. That's the newest model of that brand. It has Wi-Fi, Bluetooth. It has all that shit. And it has native 720, but it works at 1080 if you use something that's 1080. So it's a full HD image that's 120 inches on my wall.
Nice.
But I said that to say, been going through. I put the entire series of King of the Hill on a flash drive and plug that into the projector, and so now I just go to sleep watching King of the Hill, and it's like such a fucking perfect show,
dude. I never got into King Hill like everybody else, but I think I am gonna finally start doing it. What is there? Can you stream it on Netflix or anything?
It's on Hulu.
On Hulu?
Yeah. It's fucking great, Doug. It is so fucking perfect. It's the perfect mix of Texas camaraderie and light ribbing. You know what I mean? It makes fun of Texas because it truly understands Texas. It's a really good show.
I was always in Beavis and Butthead and stuff, but yeah, I never knew how much I was like, I love Beavis and Butthead until I hung out with you and Jeff. And I'm like, y'all two were so into it. And it was like nothing. Yeah, it was like already off the air for years and stuff like that. I remember watching Beavis and Butthead Do America for the first time. I had Cheeto and Mike G sleep over. And we watched Beavis and Butthead Do America, and we thought we were just the coolest kids in Cuero, baby.
Yeah, dude.
Cheeto brought over his Super Nintendo. MK3 just came out, dude. I mean, that was legit.
Hell yeah! I remember being at the theater to go see That Thing You Do with my folks, and I went to go pee. This was back when it was at Cinemark 4, and I went to go pee, and there was a giant Beavis and Butthead Do America poster next to the bathroom. And I didn't give a fuck. I love That Thing You Do, but I didn't give a fuck about anything else after that besides that. I walked back into the theater and looked at my mom and went, they're making a Beavis and Butthead movie. What?
Do you remember Victoria when the Toyota, where that Toyota dealership is now? It used to be the movie theater?
There was 3 movie theaters. There was Cinema 4, there was that one, and then the Playhouse Dollar Theater.
Yeah, and the Playhouse Dollar Theater is a children's museum now.
Fucking loved that theater. Used to just get dropped off there from my grandpa's house, me and my cousins, and we would just go see fucking whatever there. I loved that fucking spot. 50-cent hot dogs, bro. Nobody gave a fuck. Everybody yelling.
So I saw Mortal Kombat was at the original, like, because
I saw Annihilation.
Because before the HB Plus was there, that was a Kmart.
Yep.
Yeah. Right? Next door was the movie theater. They tore them both down, and they built that car dealership. And then they built the HB Plus
and that furniture store.
Yeah,
Not that anyone listening gives a shit about that.
No, but a weird flex is, remember where the Hobby Lobby is now in Victoria? Do you remember that used to be a Walmart?
Shit, yeah, I do.
And you walk in, and the left used to be a Little Caesars.
I don't remember the Little Caesars. That's
what's up, pizza.
Remember? Do you remember? Oh, you know what? We'll save that for personal conversations. Nobody's gonna give a shit about that. I was just about to start talking Victoria. Shit. What a week, Doug. What a week it's been.
Dude, what a week it's been, of course, dude. And also I want to give a shout out to all the restaurants that are doing amazing things in Austin right now. There is a list of just going all over the internet. I wish I had it in front of me right now. You can definitely go to Eater Austin. You can when, what, where, or what, when, where? How is that? What is that? Remember the blue background on Instagram?
Do 512?
No, I mean, I'm sure do 512 it does as well. I think it's called when, what, where. I'll look it up quick.
I'm doing that too. Yeah, when, where, what, Austin.
When, where, what, Austin. They have them all over the place too. All they're doing is just freaking putting on blast restaurants and small places that are offering not free meals. And they only can be so limited. So by the time you hear this, this probably all be done. But still, it's amazing that they are putting their community's interest.
Yeah, totally. And just because I think everyone needs to know this for the future. If something like this happens to us ever again, and no matter where you live, download the Reddit app. You don't have to make an account. You don't ever have to make an account to read shit on Reddit. Every single major city in this country has an extremely active subreddit. You can follow everything that's going on in your city through there. And most of the time, it's quicker news, more accurate stuff, and more on the ball than any news channel has the ability to be. If you don't live in a major city, your state has a subreddit, and you can present what your problem or your question is, and someone from your state will know what to do. There is no reason why everyone can't be extremely well informed at all times. Have a Reddit on your phone. Have it downloaded. It is the single most useful app to have, whether you have an account or not.
So good to know. I will do that as well. And then but also these places, like after they're done with food and stuff, they're still keeping their doors open as warming centers and places just to charge your phone. And granted, people are finally getting their power back and stuff. But dude, I mean, we have just recently learned we are not promised power. Like it is not. Oh, dude, we're not promised power. But you know what? We do pay for it, and we are.
Yeah, we do.
And we are entitled to it because we pay for it. And it's like another thing is, if there's going to be anybody out there proclaiming that our local governments and that our electric companies don't owe us a damn thing, well.
Oh, you talking about Tim Boyd, Mr. Tim Boyd?
You should go find your way out.
Are we talking about Mr. Tim Boyd?
Wanted to wait to get it in because I didn't want to start this off with the hot and bothered.
Ex-mayor of California City, Colorado City, Texas.
And anybody listening to this absolutely knows Joel was on the forefront of the lines of making that man realize he made a huge mistake.
I am banned
national.
I am banned from anything to do with that city now. I can't have anything to do. I was getting death threats and not death threats, but like extremely heated private messages from people that lived there. All the people like on that thread, they're going, I'm just trying to take this opportunity to say I didn't want to do this here, but I'm going to pray for Oliverville and we're going to pray. And it's like, they're not praying for warmth, not praying for anything. They're just like praying that y'all leave our city alone. It's like, dude, nobody's going after your city. People are going after Mr. Boyd. The best
what
thing
he wrote was fucking absolutely mind-boggling.
It was appalling, dude. So one thing that I learned back in I feel like I've known this for quite a while, but back in 2016 when the Trump stuff first started going down, one of my favorite YouTube channels, now they're called Internet Today, at the time they were called ETC. They're two dudes who host a show kind of like this, but they stand next to each other and just talk about shit. They continuously kept harping on everyone that was fucking their careers up at that point or getting Me Too'd and all that stuff. Like they kept coming out and saying shit that made it worse. Yeah. And so they had this song that was just like, when in that, just shut the fuck up. It was just talking about how you just need to shut the fuck up. If everyone in that city that agreed with him had just shut the fuck up, it wouldn't have got that bad. But people were roasting him to get the city's back. And then people in the city were saying, please don't bring cancel culture to us. And it's like, bro, this isn't canceling. This is consequences.
Oh,
we're trying to help you.
No, it's like, dude, it's like, y'all, this isn't about Colorado City. This is about a dude named Tim Boyd that y'all elected mayor, or not all of y'all. I mean, it doesn't mean everybody.
No, he was the only one who ran. That's why he was mayor.
And so it's like, and you think that somebody is going to start off is I'm going to have to break some, what do you say?
So I'm going to have to hurt some feelings for a minute.
You have to hurt some feeling. We're talking about people with absolutely no electricity or power. And he's saying only the weak or only the strong shall survive. Or I don't know. I don't know.
You're summing it up pretty well.
And he's just like, he's pretty much saying if you can't figure out how to get water, yeah, it's because you're lazy and you depend on a socialist government. And also, this is all paraphrasing, of course, but also he was like even stating that you need to be creative and think outside the box to find water for your family. It's like, what the living fuck is this dude talking about? Also, I do know from a very good source, if you are writing your senators and if you are writing your public officials and your elected officials, I understand that you want to cuss and be like, fuck you, you fucking suck, burn in hell, and you fucking fuck. I understand that. But I just want you to know, they're not reading those messages. Their hires are, their interns are. In the
yeah, totally.
The absolute moment of a curse word or anything that they regard as a curse word is in that email or letter. Not only do they not read the rest of it, they highlight your name and they flag it. So every time you send an email with a complaint, they pretty much just put it to a file where it's never read. They do read them if you just make your point, and you can be aggressive, but you cannot.
Yeah, totally.
You can, because you can use profanity, but it's a guarantee it will not go past the desk or the computer or whoever received it first. So please, keep your composure, and of course you're angry, but just articulate yourself a little bit better, and that because your letters will never be read.
Also,
want them to be.
To piggyback on that, most people aren't stupid enough to do this, but in the heat of the moment, when you're talking about stuff that you consider life or death, you start using words and phrases that can be misconstrued. Don't say anything that could be misconstrued as threatening. You will get a visit from somebody. It's not going to be worth it, and likely you'll just end up with a bunch of shit to deal with that you should never have had to deal with in the first place.
And you're trying to do the right thing, and we're obviously two chuckleheads that cuss all the time on air and stuff, but you gotta take us a grain of salt because
we're morons.
We're morons. But a lot of y'all are really respectable and are really, really good with your writing and stuff like that. And I just hate to see it. All of a sudden you have this, you see all the time, somebody articulates and it's a beautiful letter, and all of a sudden, and it's like, and it's too bad that you're a fucking tard ass balls. It's like, it's awful. So you gotta
it's bad.
That.
Don't do that.
Yeah.
All right.
Because I'm just going to read it. What?
Oh, nothing. I'll just say, you want to wrap it up?
Why?
Well, I don't know, so I can give this computer to the lady.
We
don't have to. We can keep going. You want to keep going?
Let's keep going, dude.
All right, we'll keep going. Let me pee real quick.
Yeah, we haven't talked in a while, so I just want to get it all out there because, like I said, I was frozen out at Austin, which is insane. The roads were absolutely shut down. TxDOT, which is Texas Department of Transportation, pretty much said if wherever you are, you stay. Dude, there was cars and people that we know that abandoned all over the roads in Texas or whatever. And again, I've heard people chaining their tires and stuff. And all our Canadian customers out there, I'm sure you're quite familiar with this. And but I wouldn't even know where to begin. I don't even know if you can even go into an AutoZone or O'Reilly's down here and get chains for your tires, or you know what I mean. And even then, it's like, then what? you still, I assume you still have to know how to use them or drive with them and stuff like that. Like, that's not something that we just know down here. But I guess for the foreseeable future, or for now, I mean, I guess it's going to be could be a part of our culture, in that we're going to have to start learning how to drive in colder weather. I guess we just should know how to do that. But at the same time, we weren't prepared. And this has been pretty wild, dude. I mean, I read a message the other day. Somebody walked to the 7-Eleven and walked past a woman on the sidewalk, frozen to death in central Austin. That's terrible. When I drove in, finally the roads cleared up. I drove into Austin today, and it just seemed, it was like another city. It was a beautiful sky, but there's snow everywhere. People, dude, driving under 71 in like that tent city under 71, dude. I was just like, these fuckers have just are probably going through the worst living hell they have ever even imagined. And it just Heartbreaking.
Yeah, it's terrible. Do we have anything else to say about that stuff, or we want to talk about some lighter shit for a little bit?
Yeah, let's go lighter, man. It's time.
Right, I got some. As we've been unpacking and stuff, we've got everything unpacked, but at this point, I ordered a bunch of shelving from Amazon, and it was already delayed until March, and now I have a feeling it's going to be delayed even longer. Maybe not. Maybe it didn't get affected by the storm. But anyway, so I have a bunch of tapes in the corner of my living room that are unboxed and ready to be shelved. And I'm going through them all like 4 times now in between the move. I found a bunch of shit I forgot I ever had. And one of my favorite things that I found. What happened when that happened?
You just bent your head over and got really loud.
Okay, cool. So one of the things that I found is I had a box of there's a company called Something Weird that put out a bunch of bizarre releases back when video was around. Anyway, so I found 3 of my favorites. These are pretty cool. So this one is classroom scare films. This is all drug horror tapes, stuff that they would show kids in classrooms, like don't do drugs, or like psychedelic shit, like it'll fuck your brain up and all that.
Is that a custom-made tape, or is that something that they would get for the high schools?
Oh no, this is specifically for people like me from this company, but this is a compilation of those videos from the classroom.
I get you.
And then this one, mental hygiene. This one's all about like sex, drugs, dating, and driver safety. This is all like from like the 40s and shit, talking about like just shit that'd probably be extremely offensive now. And then this one is like the crown jewel. This one's fucked. This is the driver ed scare films. So these are all the crash videos.
Oh yeah, and it shows
like,
all the shit and stuff.
Yeah, all the stuff that they had to show, like Porsche girl and school. This says school bus fires, booby traps, and mechanized death. Anyway, probably not like fun to watch, but pretty fucking cool to have.
Yeah, real cool to have, Joel. Not fun to watch, but cool to have.
Oh, hey, wait, listen to the titles on this.
Hey guys, check out Mental Illness. Not fun to watch, but cool to have. Available at all Hastings and Applebee's.
Listen to the titles of a couple of these. Shy Guy. What about juvenile delinquency in me? Molly grows up. Narcotics. A pit of despair.
Hey, I also want to let. So I've been working on a kids album.
Keep talking. My shit's gonna fall if I don't put those back. Keep talking.
I've been working on a kids album for Kaboom and Chuckle Stuff, and I'll start working on the first song. It's gonna be pretty good. Really look forward to releasing those for you on the podcast. And, maybe we can get a little fundraiser going to make an actual album, but I think it's going to be real swell. Joel, here he is. Do you remember, I think, I was just saying the Chuckle Stuff in Kaboom album, I think it'd be really good. Like the kick, 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 punch, punch, punch. Are you there?
Yeah, it's so cold. I'm so cold.
Fucking
I just heard Caroline outside the door go, I'm cold. She thought I was serious.
Dude, it is cold, dude. I'm shivering up here, dude. But no, but we're gonna do this. So y'all let us know. Y'all want to hear the Chuckle Stuff and Kaboom the Clown album? We'll get to going on it, dude. I think it's gonna be a really good hit. I think we can really make a shit ton of money off of it. And
also,
me and Joel work again. What? Or Joel, I don't have to ever work again.
I am working on merch designs for Luigi right now, and I am also taking that time to put together some pretty fucking stupid designs for us.
Yeah.
So we actually have a pretty big thing that we're going to announce in the next couple of weeks. Hang tight on that. But yeah, things are happening with I Didn't See It, but I Believe It/You.
I didn't see if I believe you. You fuck.
It is if you. That's the title if you look on anything besides YouTube or Instagram.
You and I finally had that falling out. I'm gonna be like coming back to like strip all this away from you, and you're like, "Oh, I'm sorry. You can have your I didn't see if I believe you. Well, I didn't see if I believe it."
which means I get the YouTube and the Instagram.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
Look, man.
You don't.
Look, man.
You're so off your rocker if you think that's what you would end up with. There's so much audible evidence that
audible.
Anyways, and also I do everything. All you do is Skype me.
I show up. Hold on.
I have hours before I move back to Austin every Monday to sit across the table and do this. What are you doing?
I'm just looking for something real quick. Fuck it.
Oh my God, the way you beat the living shell at keyboard blows my mind.
It's not that, dude. It's a mechanic. It's like what it's supposed to sound like that. It's supposed to sound like extra clicky.
Oh my God, it's so cold in here. Maybe another shot of whiskey. Why not?
Isn't that not true though?
What? That whiskey gets you drunk?
That alcohol warms you up. It actually drops your internal temperature.
Probably.
It is. It drops your internal temperature. You're gonna get colder, idiot.
Who's the idiot now?
You're the one who's gonna get colder.
I'm gonna do a little cheers. This is my shot. It is for me. Gonna drink it and it's gonna turn to pee and make me feel funny. Cheers. Mmm. ASMR.
Did we watch the stupidest fucking movie last night?
We should get an intern just to timestamp all of our shit.
I watched the worst movie last night. No, not the worst, just the dumbest.
You had to work for free though, because we don't have any money.
It's true. I watched the funniest, stupidest shit last night. It's not the funniest. I got to figure out what I think about this movie. I've now said 3 different things that all contradict each other. I watched a very dumb movie last night that made me laugh like 4 times.
Okay.
Called Barb and Star Go to Vista Del Mar. It's the new Kristen Wiig movie. Her and the chick who wrote Bridesmaids wrote it. It's based. Have you seen MacGruber?
Not really.
Okay, but you've seen. What's another one? I can't think of another one. It's an extremely stupid random movie, but MacGruber's fucking hilarious. It's a really dumb movie about 2 extremely naive, sheltered women named Barb and Star who take a trip to Vista Del Mar, and all kinds of really fucking dumb stuff happens to them while they're there. They meet a crab named Morgan Freeman with a D, voiced by Morgan Freeman.
A crab?
A crab. There's a young Asian boy who's trying to take over the world by killing people with mosquitoes. Kristen Wiig plays Barb.
Is it a cartoon?
No, it's live action. Kristen Wiig plays Star, and she plays the bad guy who's essentially Dr. Evil. It's really fucking dumb, but it did make me laugh once or twice. It's fun. It's a little long. It's almost 2 hours long.
Hey, I'm gonna grab beer real quick. This is not gonna take me long. Hold on. Just say something stupid.
So the first thing I did when I woke up this morning, when I realized that the roads were a lot better and I could actually get out, and I figured a lot of the places that have been closed around here would be open again. Caroline's both of us have been craving a hamburger really fucking bad. And
hamburger.
And yesterday, all the fast food places here were closed.
Holy shit, my watch just started telling me where all the hamburgers are around town.
Awesome. But yeah, so I woke up this morning and was really excited to go get some burgers. So I went to In-N-Out, and I got this puppy patty, and I'm pretty excited to give that to Rocky G's. I don't know what the heck's happening. I feel I'm gonna burp, carf, and barf.
So I'm keeping all my beer and stuff outside because it's so cold.
So cold.
So like, dude, at Amanda, since we actually had not surplus food, we had like I said that small family came over, and they brought food over, and we had to figure out, it's a small fridge, and so it's like we had to figure it all out. So I'm like, just get anything. I'm like, Put it outside. So we start putting out everything outside because it's fucking freezing.
Yeah. Well, they were saying, if you had like ground, like if you had like meat and shit like that, throw it out in the snow. Yeah. Although, I mean, depending on what part of Texas you were covered in snow, and I think what do you think the animals were doing, bro? Because I was about to say, I bet like coyotes and
coyotes,
or what are they? Coyotes and cow dogs, and they were probably hating it, but they might have eaten your beef. I don't know,
dude. You know what I fucking love? The new they're not new, but the memes coming out of like indigenous people, like Indians and Native Americans, like doing the they're not challenges, but like in regular like clothing, and then they like do their dances in their full regalia.
Yeah.
Dude, it's not a challenge. You know what I mean? They always refer to them as challenges, but dude, I can watch those for fucking hours. Dude.
Are you talking about there's a fucking word for it. I actually don't know what you're talking about. I'm picturing, I think, something completely different. I'm picturing.
No, it's a native person or an Indian woman, man, and they're like just in like regular clothes like this, and then like they do, like they'll do like the song will switch and like cover themselves, like.
Oh yeah, the TikToks. Yeah, my bad, dude. I know what the fuck you were talking about. Yeah, I get you. Yeah.
Dude, love that. It's so beautiful.
I love this dude. I just found this dude. I want to plug him real quick because his shit makes me laugh so hard. He's hold on. I know I sent it to you.
I always have this daydream when you and I are on Joe Rogan, and that you like when it starts off, it's just gonna be you and I talking to each other, and he's just gonna be staring at us how much he can't stand that we're on that show.
Jason Banks.
Joel actually doesn't like you.
I'll tell him to his fucking face.
And he's gonna go, oh well, I guess we're gonna have to put you in a freaking arm.
I'd rather do a podcast with Marshall.
Huh.
John Banks comedy. It's my new favorite person. TikTok's fucking him over.
Cute as fuck. Why? What do you mean? Why? How? Who?
Oh, well, that dude I sent you.
So I was on Joel. I forgot to tell you that, but I've been watching before you did. So I was like really excited. You sent it to me. What do you mean? How's TikTok screwing him over?
TikTok's muting some of his videos. They muted that one where the kid's like, I'm a gangster. And he's like, you're not a gangster. That one got muted on TikTok. I guess they've been muting his shit for weird reasons that he can't really figure out, I guess. He makes me laugh so fucking hard. You'd seen him before?
Oh yeah, he's awesome.
That was the first time I'd ever seen him when I sent you that dude. He kills me, bro. Some of them aren't that funny, but the ones that are funny are fucking hilarious. The shit he says as the kid is nuts. Like when he's like, you hit my mom, you got me fucked up, and he's calling the police. That shit's so funny. He calls his grandma, dad's a criminal. That shit's so good, dude. It makes me laugh so hard.
Yeah, way to go, Joel.
You're right. Fuck yeah, TikTok.
So happy you.
Oh, dude. So I know that you're gonna make fun of me for this, and when word gets out, when word gets out that I'm trying to better myself, everybody's gonna laugh at me.
But that is a lie.
So look at this. I don't know if you can read this, but I've been doing sit-ups and push-ups for 8 days now.
Dude, why don't I make fun of you for that? I'm proud of you.
Thanks, dude. I'm trying to fix my health and shit.
You have a ring light.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
I get it. Yeah.
It's not a ring light. It's just the webcam has a ring light around it.
Okay.
So it's literally in the webcam.
Wait, does mine have one?
Yes, almost definitely. Because they all do. That's what they're all like now.
How do you turn it on?
You should just tap around it. Tap the out around. Try to turn shit. What brand do you have? What? Maybe don't try to do it while we're live in case it fucks anything up.
I don't know. I just bought it. It's that $30 one that I bought that I told you I couldn't use, and I
right.
all the wires stuff to make it work.
Send me when we get off the air. Send me the Amazon link for it. I'll figure out if it does or not.
Well, I mean, I'm asking. I'm not asking anybody anything. I'm saving up for a new one, so it's all good.
Have I talked about Afterpay or Klarna or SquadPay?
I use Klarna, dude.
It's fantastic, dude. I can't recommend that shit enough, and it helps your credit too, by the way.
Does it?
Yeah, you're paying off.
It does.
It does. You're paying something off in installments. It gets reported.
But I don't think it does, dude. We can find out before. But, hold on, just before we start saying that, we really need to dive super deep and get that truly confirmed.
I'm looking right now.
But if anybody needs any gear, especially trying to start a podcast or anything,
QuadPay reports your account activity to the credit bureaus, which helps you build credit. Let me check Afterpay.
No, Klarna.
I'm gonna check all of them. Those are the top 3. Afterpay does not report. And then Klarna.
But if you want some gear, or if you want a new TV or something like that, dude, and if you have a job and you know you can pay it, like within, it breaks it down to 4 installments.
Klarna doesn't either. So it looks like only QuadPay does.
The reason that is because you have to be approved for QuadPay.
It took me the exact same amount of clicks as it did to get the other two.
They do a credit report on you with QuadPay. I found it out the hard way, but because my credit's fucked. But the thing is,
mine is too, though. But I got it, and I got a pretty high.
You probably have limited credit. Mine's actually properly destroyed. But
fuck, I feel you, bro.
And so, like, if you're gonna use that stuff, like, just make the catch with Klarna and QuadPay is simply in the name. There's 4 payments, and you can buy, depending, they extend your budget, if you will, or how much you can spend by how much you use the app. But you don't want to get caught spending $5,000 in a purchase and having to pay that in 4 payments. So be careful what you do with it. You know, if you're going to buy a $100 TV or a freaking, a game console or whatever, yeah, go for it. But don't be buying yourself like a new freaking staged apartment.
Chances are, I've been using QuadPay for a bit now, and it's been building up, and I've only got mine to 600. So I would assume that unless you're like fucking really well off and you're using it for some reason, that it's gonna take you a while to get it built up enough to buy anything that's gonna fuck you over too bad. But it does charge you every 2 weeks, which I think is good because it's, like once a pay period.
No, yeah, that's the idea.
Yeah, right, exactly. But
well, you know that Kanye and Kim are finally filed for divorce.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know. I got a lot of thoughts on the whole Kanye thing. I'm gonna wait and see how it all pans out. Look, man, I don't know. Like, I know we're all fucking. He said a lot of really fucking stupid shit. He's kept his foot in his mouth for a few years now. But like, dude, he's one of the greatest musicians of our time. It's kind of shit to just be like, he's clearly sick, man. Like, yeah,
for sure.
I can't back him for any of the shit he said or done recently. But man,
do you think he even cares?
I don't think he realizes what's happening. Yeah. I think he has yes men. I think he still has enough yes men around him that it's not, dude. Like, we're talking about one of the great creative minds of our generation is literally deteriorating in front of us, and it's sort of like it's just a joke. I don't know. It's a bummer, man.
Well, it's just a lot of people reaching out to him. I mean, and also, have you watched the documentary of Britney Spears yet? Is that legit? What's going on? Should I watch it?
Legit. Yeah, you should watch it. I mean, I don't know. I have feelings on that too, but they're not as popular, so I don't know.
So you don't want to ruin your...
No, I just feel like it's not my thing to speak on because I don't really know what the truth is going to end up being. Dude, I feel terrible for her. I just think like it's disingenuous for everyone now to be like,
fuck Justin.
Yeah, well, no, it's not even that. I mean, dude, he really fucked Janet Jackson. I think is the worst thing to happen with him. But to be honest with you, man,
I had no idea that was
it's mad disingenuous for anyone to be acting like they weren't on that bandwagon when she fucking had her breakdown, bro. Like, it wasn't just the media. That was just what everyone thought and how everyone acted. And like, dude, people care now because it seems like, dude, I don't know, man. Like, there's some seriously fucked up shit that's going on there. But a lot of these fucking kids who are really into that, like trying to figure all that shit out, have the wildest, most out there, stupid conspiracy theories, and it's muddying up the waters, bro. Like,
yeah,
I have like actual thoughts on it, and then I see people who have actual thoughts on it, but then they also have these wild, outlandish, like she's a clone or she's been replaced, and it's like, bro,
yeah, well, I mean,
you got to stay focused. But that's the thing, that fucking documentary, it doesn't really shed any new light. It just frames it in a way that like something is definitely happening, and like that's cool and everything, but like that doesn't help her. That just makes everyone froth at the mouth more for more information. And in a way, people are fascinated by it in the same way that they were fascinated by it when she had a breakdown. They're fascinated by it because it's a train wreck, dude. They're not. Those people. I get that people are a fan of Britney Spears, but those people don't care about Britney Spears in the sense that, like, if someone had a gun to Britney Spears' head and a gun to their mom's head, they're not going to pick Britney Spears. You know what I mean? But that's the thing, though. Like, I don't know. Like,
if somebody had a gun to Britney's dad's head and to a random fan's head, who would she pick?
Exactly. Who knows? But
fucked her over.
I don't know. What all I'm saying is nonsense. I just think people are muddying the waters by making it something that it's not. I don't think it's this underworld plot of this secret cabal of people that are pulling her strings. I think that her dad is in a position he shouldn't be in, and legally he's found ways to keep her there. And those legal loopholes he's used are things we need to address. But I definitely don't think it helps building this big mystery around it, like there's going to be some twist ending, like M. Night Shyamalan, some big reveal. People are interested for the wrong reasons.
Yeah,
I don't know. There's not. They don't care about Britney. They care about the entertainment of this.
For sure. Well, Cabal is an underrated character in Mortal Kombat. Just saying.
Shit, yeah, he is. Hey, what's up with Melina in the trailer though? Like, I didn't expect that we'd get Melina.
No, yeah, look tight.
Okay, wait, but can we talk shit about two things from the trailer? Raiden looks way too young.
Yeah.
Way too young, bro.
God, and, he can look whatever he wants on him.
And I fucking hate Scorpion's voice. If you didn't get a little, if your boner didn't go down a little bit when he said, "Get over here," you're lying to yourself, bro. That sounded like shit. He goes, get over here. Get over here.
Hey,
happy Mardi Gras. Get over here.
Come here. Get over here. It's Mardi Gras. Get over here. Oh, yeah. Mardi Gras is Tuesday.
Oh, yeah. Shit.
Happy Mardi Gras. Hope JP the B-Man staying warm over there.
JP.
So the Marvel, I'm finally watched it. I finished the first phase, and I'm on phase 2 of Marvel now.
Okay.
And I did not realize how much fun those movies were. I know the word today in this podcast is fun, but it was just a fun time. And I am so looking forward to finishing the series or the phases. I really am.
That's cool, man. I'm glad that you're enjoying them. I watched them all when they first came out until the third phase, and then I legitimately completely stopped giving a shit. I've not even seen any of them in the third phase. I've only seen Infinity War and Endgame. I skipped every actual movie or every standalone movie that came out there. Oh no, I guess I saw Captain Marvel. I don't know. To be honest with you, I can't remember. They all blend together for me now. That's the thing. Like, do you remember when we were kids in superhero movies? You got like one every 4 years.
Oh yeah,
and it was a fucking event. I'm jaded. I don't give a shit, man. Like, I'm desperate for quieter movies sometimes. Like, that's why Joker, I feel like, connected so well.
There's 23 fucking Marvel movies.
I know, that's just the Marvel ones.
Like giant budget Marvel movies.
That's why, like, even though it's a complete drag of a movie, like, that's why I think Joker did so well, man. People wanted something different, something a little bit fucking different. And that's why I think that fucking Spawn movie that McFarlane keeps harping about, dude, if they're actually shooting it.
They're supposed to be doing something. They're supposed to be making a big announcement today at 5 p.m.
For Spawn?
Yeah.
Oh, I had no idea. Well, interesting. If it's still the plot that because I don't know if you realize this, but McFarlane's directing it. He's never directed anything.
Oh.
It's, I think, going to be a massive mistake because I don't think McFarlane is that I don't think he's as creative as he thinks he is.
People get shit out of the original one, and again, it's people that are our age that are like talk shit a lot.
I love that movie.
Spawn, but it's like that movie is fucking awesome.
I fucking love it.
If any kid watched that movie and they're like, that movie sucked, it's like, yeah, that's not true. That just didn't happen.
While you're saying that, hold on real quick.
That just didn't happen. No kids went and watched that movie.
This is next to me right now. My wall is covered in Spawn movie toys.
Fuck yeah. And like,
okay.
Dude was the best fucking clown, dude.
Yeah, fuck yeah, he was. Fuck yeah, he was. I don't give a shit. And Michael J. White killed it as Spawn, bro. He's an awesome Al Simmons. He's dude. Fuck everybody. That movie slaps. It's bad CGI.
if you are in your mid 30s or if you are, younger and you watch that as a kid and then you're an adult now saying that movie sucks, it's like, I give it to you if you rewatch it. Like, yeah, it's pretty silly and goofy. But if you think that, if you're going to say that you watched the movie as a kid and said it sucked, fucking hang your ass off.
Every single kid I knew was sure we were going to get a sequel in like a year. Everyone wanted one. But so anyway, I digress.
Oh, keep going.
I'm going to wait for you to come back because I don't think you know this and I want you to hear this. I'm not sure where he's going, but if he's taking a pee-pee, it could... See if I can find this real quick. Sorry for the dead air. Let me look.
Damn, dude.
What?
I thought I had my limited edition. I had this like really badass Spawn figurine. So the package I got when I was in the 8th grade in Washington, D.C. But it ends up being my Stone Cold Steve Austin autographed action figure.
Oh, shit.
When I met him when I was in the 8th grade, or I was like in the 7th grade.
Okay, so again, take everything I'm saying with a grain of salt because Todd McFarlane opens up his mouth way too fucking much, and almost nothing he says comes to fruition. What we know for sure is he definitely is greenlit to make a Spawn movie, and last I heard, Jeremy Renner and Jamie Foxx were signed on to be in it.
Dude.
And it's Blumhouse that's putting it out, but I want to tell you in case. I don't know if this is going to change.
We love Jeremy Renner. We have an episode of our podcast called The Jeremy Renner Experience.
I don't know. Yeah, we do. I don't know if this is going to change, but the plot that he's been saying is that it's a horror movie where you will never see Spawn.
I can't deal with that.
Neither can I. That's a terrible idea. And that's a very good example of trying something different that is absolutely not going to work. If he wants to do this movie justice, it needs to be a good version of what came out in 97 or it's going to fucking bomb. No one gives a shit. Dude, because let's be frank here. That era of edgy comics is dead. That's not what's popular. That's not what kids read. That's not what's popular with comic fans. And in fact, if you go back, a lot of that shit's pretty problematic these days. Not Spawn so much, but a lot of it, that edgy comic era, the Attitude Era, would not fly now, and it's actually pretty fucking lame. And the thing with McFarlane is he still thinks that shit is dope. Like, his idea of Spawn is this 90s. I just don't know if McFarlane... I don't think McFarlane
could pull off a 90s version of Spawn. He could.
Sure, but I don't think he's the one to do it. I think someone needs to take it away from him.
What's your favorite Spawn? Count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Medieval Spawn?
I like regular.
Dude, I was gonna freaking. Oh, Joel, I was trying. Dude, I love regular Spawn so much.
Hellspawn's kind of cool.
Remember when freaking Hellspawn is tight? You remember when he had to sew his face up with the shoelace?
No, is that it?
I read the comics.
I've 1 through 20, but I don't know if I've ever made it past 20.
I think I read the comics when I was like probably like in 8th grade.
Yeah, they're fun, dude. I don't know. I love the HBO show. I was a huge fan of that, but I went back and tried to watch that, and it honestly didn't hold up very well. I felt like
Which one?
The HBO show.
Dude, I love it. I watch it all the time.
I like it still, but when I was a kid, I thought it was like
grotesque.
I thought it was like as good as animation or as animated adult stuff could get back then. And now having seen things like Perfect Blue and Akira and, like even to a lesser extent, movies like Heavy Metal do it better.
Well, here's the thing. You make a really good point. But the thing is with like Akira and stuff like that, that's like way before.
I know.
That's way before that Spawn came out. And
I know, but I didn't know. At the time, I had never seen. But that's my point. I had never seen anything that had come before it or anything. So I felt like it was this revolutionary thing. When in reality, it wasn't bad at all. But it's not on the level of some of the shit that came before it.
Dude, we should. Dude, that'd be a great opportunity for us, since especially with all this downtime we have. Like, we should watch Akira and both like come back with a side, like with a negative episode about it or something.
I'm down. I just watched it like last month.
Dude, I've watched it so much. I've watched it so much that I would sync. I make music videos out of it and sync it up and play them at the hardwood.
It's so good, dude. It's fucking crazy. We have the dub and the subtitled tapes, and then Hulu has the dub, which not the best way to watch it, but whatever. It's what they have.
Yeah, if you're gonna watch Akira, especially if you're listening to this and you've never seen it, definitely try your best. If you're cool with reading, and I mean, you should be. I mean, why not? But like, you gotta don't watch the dub first.
There are 2 dubs, and one of them's pretty bad. One of them's not terrible, but I mean, you're not gonna see like a different movie if you watch the dub, but you should try to watch the subtitle one.
Well, one more thing, Rush Limbaugh. Do you have anything to say about him?
Nah.
I'm
gonna just not.
I'm so proud of you.
I'm not gonna say anything.
Me neither.
But yeah, so he's dead.
Yeah, he died.
All right.
I'm sorry. Talk about Spawn.
Yeah, me too.
So before we call it quits, everybody please stay warm. Reach out to us. Let us know your stories, man. We want to know what's going on. We'll be able to share them with everybody. I love you all. I know Joel loves you too. I know he's not gonna say it, but
I love every one of you.
We love all of our customers, and we want everybody to be safe and sound. And seriously, it's a tough time for a lot of us. But hey, we're in it with you.
Tell us what fucked up shit you went through, and like let us share
your story. So
let us share your story, man. Don't
know this isn't to be glorified. This is to be freaking brought to the freaking surface and let people know that things need to change apparently. And it's time. We should not be going through this.
Nope, not at all.
But
so everybody. Oh, sorry. I thought you were gonna say.
That's the same, but we are.
Yeah. So everybody stay safe, stay warm. We love you. We'll see you Tuesday.
All right, guys. Again, thank you for listening to the episode. I didn't see about Believe You. Check us out on Google Podcast, iTunes, Spotify, Stitcher. I'm Doug.
I'm Joel.
And sayonara.
Bye.
Bye, buddy.